Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a really important skill for anyone heading to college or university. We're going to look at how you can take the English you use every day and turn it into the kind of powerful academic English that will help you succeed. So, let me ask you a question. Think about the English you use when you're texting friends or talking with your family. It's relaxed, right? It's easy. But is that same English going to work for a big research paper? Well, probably not. And that's okay. We're going to explore exactly why and what to do about it. So here's our game plan. We'll start by looking at these two different worlds of English. Then we'll put them side by side. I'll show you how to switch from one to the other, and we'll talk about why this is such a big deal. Then we'll wrap up with the most important things to remember. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the English you're already an expert in, the English you use all the time. This is our starting point. Once you understand this, building your academic voice becomes so much easier. So what do we mean by everyday English? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, the language for daily life. It's usually personal, so we say things like, I think, or we believe. It's also really informal. We use contractions all the time, right? Like don't or it's. And we use simple, common words like a lot or stuff. It's how we talk to each other, not how we write for a professor. Let's look at a quick example. I think a lot of students don't always do very well in class because they get distracted by their phones all the time. Now, this sentence is perfectly fine. It's clear, we all know what it means, but for a university paper, it's just a little too casual. All right, now let's jump into that other world, academic English. We're going to take that exact same idea from before and see what it looks like when we give it an academic makeover. You'll see the difference right away. Okay, so on the left, you see our everyday example. Now look at the right. Students may experience academic difficulties due to frequent distraction from mobile devices. Regular use of phones late at night can result in fatigue, which may reduce students' ability to concentrate during class. These factors can negatively affect academic performance. Wow, it's the same basic idea, but the language is totally different. It sounds more formal, more objective, more professional. So academic English is different in a few really important ways. First, it's objective. That means it's not about your personal feelings, so we try to avoid phrases like I think. It's also formal, which means no contractions. So you'd write do not instead of don't. And finally, it uses more precise, specific words. This is the style your professors are looking for. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. I see the difference, but how do I actually do that? Well, the good news is it's not as hard as it looks. Let's build a simple toolkit you can start using right away to make your writing stronger. Honestly, sometimes it's as simple as swapping one word for another. Instead of saying a lot of, you could write a significant amount of. Instead of kids, try children or young people. And my favorite one, instead of I think, try using a phrase like it can be argued that. See? That one little change instantly makes your writing sound more academic. You can think of it as a simple 3-step process. First, when you're editing your work, identify the informal words like stuff and any contractions. Second, replace them with a better, more formal choice. And third, always check the new sentence. Just read it out loud to make sure it still sounds clear and professional. That's it. So why do we even have to do this? Why does it matter so much? It's a really good question. It's not just about following rules. It's actually about making your own ideas sound more powerful and convincing. When you use academic English, it makes your ideas sound more objective, like they're based on facts, not just your personal opinion. This gives your arguments a lot more credibility. It makes people take them more seriously. It also sends a clear message to your professors that you understand what's expected at the university level. And maybe most importantly, this style actually helps you explain complicated ideas much more clearly. We've covered a good bit of ground, so let's do a quick review of the main takeaways. These are the key things I really hope you remember from our chat today. So just remember this. Everyday English is personal and casual. Academic English is objective, formal, and precise. You don't have to change everything all at once. Even just a few small word changes can make a huge difference in your writing. And mastering this skill really is one of the keys to doing well in your studies. So as we finish up, I'll leave you with something to think about. How are you going to start using academic English to make your own ideas sound stronger and more professional? Thanks so much for joining me today.